Do it for the plot. Do it for the joy of it all. The results simply aren't guaranteed. There is no reward without risk. Samiah, what are you on about? Wait, I'll get to it. My name is Samiah, and this is official I and I, where I talk about what my emotional and spiritual journey as an artiste and the lessons I'm learning along the way. With that being said, roll the intro. It's I created my world. Today's episode is all about remembering the joy. Why are you doing this in the first place? I don't see the results. My name is Tony Childs. I specialize in results. Where are the results? Before I get into that, I have a couple things to get off my chest. Number one, if you're new here, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I haven't seen the full video yet. I don't know who you are. You're in for a treat. Satisfaction guaranteed. So like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit a very big goal. 500 subscribers. Because I am trying to get monetized and move about my mama house. Don't hate. You know what I'm saying? Contribute to the goal. Contribute to a young black woman who's about her money, who's about her entrepreneurship, who's about moving out her mama house so she can have peace and security. Can I get a hallelujah? Hallelujah. That was the most important thing. Subscribe. If you're not following me on TikTok, but you're coming over from TikTok, follow me on TikTok. Like, be a serious person of industry who's about their business. Follow me on TikTok. And follow me on Instagram. I only have 1 follower on Instagram. Ridiculous. And I push such fine works of art over there. I deserve more traction and recognition. Presumptuous of you to say no. It's not. Everyone needs to see my pictures. Follow me over there. Okay, so on to our makeup and ensemble cam. So I got a new concealer from Sephora, Tower 28. Okay, Tower 20 what? Tower 28. It works so good. It's so fabulous. It's so fresh. It's so fun. And I think they should sponsor me, so hit my line. Okay, so on to the ensemble. Okay, I have the cheetah print with a Banana Republic thrifted jacket bought by one of my ex-paramours. Cute, divine, stunning. I'm really stiff because I can't pose and I feel awkward because I am at a public park. Let me sit down. I'm under this awning that's like full of water. And it could fall down on top of me Nickelodeon slime style any moment. Hopefully not. On to the next segment of the show, the mental health check-in, inspired by King. I'm gonna take this as I was about to say, I'm on to the next segment, the mental health check-in, inspired by King of Reeds. I'm going to take it as a sign that y'all are not well. You know what I'm saying? The alarm sounded a couple of times. I don't remember because I can't count, but it was at least 3 times. So I'm hoping you guys are doing well. I'm hoping you guys are doing okay. Let's not skip to me. You know what I'm saying? How are you really doing? How are you really feeling? Comments in the comments section, okay? I am doing not the best. I've been feeling very anxious the past couple of days. It's like I hit a very high stride and then I get anxiety and then I kind of spiral. It's like a pattern for me. And I've been watching, Law and Order, Organized Crime. I'm really enjoying the show. Sergeant Stabler, that's the name of the bald-headed man I was complaining about before. He's doing well. He hasn't acted up yet so far, so I'm happy about that. And yeah, the fact that I have more to say about a TV show than my life, perhaps that's telling. I've been doing a lot of escapism. Actually, what brought on this episode was the fact that I was worried. I was thinking about, I have a lot of fun making the episodes. However, I'm worried that I will be misinterpreted or misunderstood, and I'll come off as some pompous 21-year-old making points that are just foolish and unsound. And on top of that, I was worried that I am really doing my own thing. And I'm like, it's scary in the sense to trust yourself creatively to this degree. So I was kind of second guessing myself. And I kind of remember that nothing is, and what kind of brought about the episode is me saying to myself, like, nothing is a guarantee. And the whole reason why I embarked on this journey was because I was fearful that one day I would regret not having pursued what I wanted to do. But doing what I want to do, being an artist, it comes with a risk. And I had to remind myself of why I'm doing it in the first place, which is the joy of it all. Like, I enjoy making videos. I enjoy dressing up. I enjoy doing my hair. I enjoy doing my makeup. I enjoy talking to the camera and doing silly, stupid stuff. So that is really the topic of the video. I did not do my disclaimer, and I'm going to add a disclaimer in, which is that this channel, these episodes are not advice videos. They're just me documenting my life, documenting my journey, documenting the things that are coming to me. I know that I'm at such a young age and I don't know everything or a lot. So I don't want to come off like I'm speaking on things that I don't have the life experience to know. With that being said, that was such a mouthful. So my last episode was all about why I felt that hard work was for suckers. Now, granted, that was a very inflammatory title because I wanted clicks and views, but the point of it was saying to myself, I cannot force what I want out of the world. It's either meant for me or it's not. And me trying to conform myself into something that I'm not, or overdo or overwork, will not get me the results, because whatever is for me is for me, and I should focus on alignment. And with that sort of surrendering and me sort of comprehending that message, that brought on a level of anxiety. It's kind of like being thrown into water, and it's like you either sink or swim. So I guess I was worried about sinking or swimming. And I had to remember why I was doing it in the first place, which was the fact that I really enjoy it, and the feeling. I had to remember the feeling or the emotion. I'm so used to moving from a place of fear. That's the emotion my body has stored in the past, and typically I'm moving from that place. So to move out of love and to move out of joy is something that I'm now training my body to do in embarking in this new journey. So what that means for me is remembering how I feel when I make videos, remembering that spark, remembering how my body opens up, remembering how happy I get when I make videos or I sing or I do these things that I'm very passionate about. My therapist is actually the person who pointed this out to me. I was talking to her and expressing my sort of anxieties about certain things, and she would kind of read my body language as therapists do, and then in moments I would be talking about my art and what I'm doing and my singing and this and that, and she noticed like your whole body opens up and lights up when you talk about this thing. That's the feeling that you need to remember. If you're constantly living in this state of like fear and guarding yourself because of your, the things that you've been through, what I'm in the phase of now is remembering the joy, remembering love, and moving from that place and training my body to feel that emotion so that I can continue to do the things I love, so that I can choose what I want, so that I cannot buy into negativity or buy into scarcity by thinking a certain way because of emotions that are stored in my body. What I'm choosing to do is to feel a certain way, to do certain things, and to trust myself and say whatever happens, happens, and I got you. And that is where I am right now, remembering the joy. I think it's a beautiful concept, a beautiful thing. It sounds wonderful in practice. Well, it sounds wonderful in theory, but in practice it's actually really hard because obviously I feel like our emotions are like water. They're like the ocean. I don't feel that way. That's actually a spiritual thing. It's like an esoteric spiritual thing, but your emotions are like water or the ocean in the sense that they're like they fluctuate. They're up and down. They're like all over the place. They're influenced by these things, and it's very easy to become unconscious in a sense and forget who you are, how you want to be, how you want to operate from, what you want to choose, and fall into moving from a place I don't want to move, or fall into negative patterns. So remembering joy or choosing what I want is a conscious decision that requires effort, and it's not easy because I'm reprogramming myself. But I'm very spiritual, as I always say, and I am choosing what I want, and I'm surrendering to it. When I make these videos, I make them off the top of my head because I never rehearse videos. I always want to like write a script and like come super duper prepared, but I never do because I get overwhelmed and I get distracted and I watch TV. But I'll have the topic for the video and I'll have the thoughts in my head, and I'll just come here and say what I gotta say as like a public diary. Obviously I'll leave out a lot because it's a public diary, but why did I bring that up? I have no idea. It's needless to say, I think what I wanted to say was that like sometimes when I make the videos, I worry that that's my background actor, Jean Paul. Jean Paul is my extra. Anyway, Jean Paul aside, I make these videos. Sometimes I'm worried I'll leave things out. Sometimes I'm worried I miss nuance. I'm worried like I don't sound like smartsy and I'm leaving out things and I'm actually like done. I don't know. I worry that I leave out stuff, and I'm kind of like letting go of the whole perfectionist thing and need to be understood anyway. So it's cool. In the spirit of me sort of letting go and surrendering, I've always been too much of a perfectionist about my work, about my songs. So I'm going to start to release like freestyles of my music, not written songs, but me just freestyling songs. And I'm going to put them out so I can get in the habit of just putting out music and expressing myself and not focused on being hypercritical, focused on being perfect, but more so moving in the joy and the spark of it all. Like when I get a song, I'm going to honor the spark, sing the song into the phone, post it to you guys. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be fabulous. Please, so, like and subscribe and do all the things so that you can see it. And with that being said, y'all, I'm going to go. Smooches.